what is happening? Welcome to your energy update. I hope everyone is doing fantastic, Pisces. I want to see here, Saturn entering your sign, and I've been talking a lot about that because it's a big deal. I mean, it hasn't been in your sign for like 26 years or something like that. And it's going to be in your sign for 2.5 years. So let's see what Saturn is going to bring for you, Pisces. What is Saturn going to bring? Let's get with an array of cards here. What is Saturn going to bring for you? Obviously, it's going to ground you more. It could be some lessons here, but I do feel that a lot of you Pisces are going to be receiving really good karma. I mean, it's just like the feeling that I'm getting here. What is this? Okay, yeah. And so I did a reading prior. And it felt a little convoluted, so I didn't post it. It was like I was just grabbing cards. Sometimes I just freestyle. But essentially, the cards that came out, and I'm going to show you, first two cards were Virgo and the Moon. So Virgo, an earth sign. Again, Saturn, very analytical. Just be careful. You're essentially balancing a part of you that, Virgo is your opposite. So now it's more about discipline. It's more about being ritualistic, more efficient. So your dreams and these things that you want, it's like bringing it into earth form. That clarified by Taurus upright. Double earth sign here, double whammy, okay? So I think it's going to be good. And then the Moon clarified by the 5th house passions. So this is the reading prior essentially was like Saturn is really going to highlight relationships for you, Pisces. And it's going to highlight you being more idealistic in a sense because the Neptune aspects as well this year with the Saturn, right? And you are Neptune. So the energy, the boundaries are blurred, and I feel that some of your fantasies about relationships and passions and some connections are really going to come true here. True. Okay, I feel like you're going to be able to ground that more than ever, and there's going to be a lot of pleasure for you. I feel like you're going to ground yourself in a completely different way. Yes, I feel here. And Trine at the bottom of the deck. These are just kind of extra. Complexity, the numinous. So one challenge that could be here in Saturn coming up this year is to make sure that you're connected to source, right? Some sort of complexity, something that you feel requires adjustment, contradictions, educates, transforms. As an earth sign, sometimes we're not, not saying that you aren't, it's just more likely, right? You're grounded to earth. While otherwise, Pisces, you're like all up in the air, right? So complexity this year is making sure that you're connected to source, making sure that you are connected to your higher self and you're integrating that. And this makes a lot of sense with the Moon, right? Because it's all about maintaining your inner, your feelings, your inner connection to source, your intuition, that femininity, that emotions, okay? And using that and not becoming too analytical, right? But partnering it up together and being this like shaman, that word just came to mind, but like a witchy, very like ritualistic, like the higher version of Virgo, okay? So it's all about, you're going to anchor in a lot of passion here if you flow, okay? Just make sure that you are being discerning, okay? All right, let's see what else. What's coming in for Pisces? And I'm just going to change that. What's coming in for Pisces starting tomorrow? What's coming in for Pisces starting tomorrow? Venus, love. Okay, huge emphasis. I mean, you're going to be looking really good, Pisces. I feel this is going to be favorable for you. I definitely think you're going to be receiving good karma. You just have to allow it. I didn't show you guys this opposition and balance, just like allowing the flow, okay? Not overanalyzing stuff and then getting swept away in the emotional downward spiral, okay? Just like flowing. Doing it, just be, okay? One more, because I like this one. Love, Venus, and love, okay? Again, things about your health, being in harmony, wealth too. Money is going to be looking a lot better for you, okay? And normally when you're happy, you feel like you're content, so you don't, fun, a lot of fun here, okay? The numinous wanted to show itself again, but face up this time. So it's kind of saying like, yes, you will experience these energies. And it's interesting how I have it laid out, because it's like I have like a triangle and then those two are in the middle of the triangle. Like you will experience this, the passion and the love and the harmony, if you can keep your balance with, you know, your emotions and being, adjusting to this Saturn energy, okay? Not letting it damper you, like, you know. And so through self-mastery of, you know, we got to keep our vessel in order. Our vessel is our vessel being your body. You know, it's like Plato talks about the head disconnected from the body. Yes, for some of you, you need to learn how to, and we've been learning this, right? Depends what types of placements that you have. But my father's an Aries and he will work himself to death and stuff like that. I'm like, you need to like not go to from 0 to 100, right? Even at 70 years old, you need to learn how to, even if you have more energy to give, you got to conserve that like the magician, because you got to be discerning of what's worth expanding your energy or not. You know, you have an amount of energy. It's also being conscious and wise, intentional on how to use it, and it being for, you know, the highest expression. Anyhow, Pisces, what else? What else is coming towards Pisces? The Saturn. Okay, a couple of things I want to show itself. So two came out. So Pisces, yes, I do believe that you are going to be healing and doing a lot of transcendence of the old you. I mean, this is literally, and Saturn is almost like an identity shift. It's a slow shift because it's 2.5 years, but through those 2.5 years, it's a slow process of you changing who you are as a person completely, you know? So I feel here that the way you dress could change, the way you do your hair could change. You're moving into a new house. You are just like moving into a new role, a new outer self, new body image. A lot of you, definitely new body image, okay? Your approach to things, like you see this already, your impressions that you give off, your worldview, a lot of you could be studying, and even the way you think is different, Pisces. I love that for you. So Saturn, you know, it's all about, and I also just want to go back to this before we go into a different deck. Because all this, it seems like it's going to line up for you, but you got to stay out of your own way, okay? And how do we stay out of our own way and allow, you know, for things to flow and not block it or balance it out? Is our mind, essentially, okay? And our mind and our daily habits, because food for me is very much linked to how I feel, my energy, my emotions. If I overeat because I'm anxious or whatever it is, or I'm doing things I'm not supposed to be doing, then, you know, your body takes time to digest, it lowers down, you know, it depends here, right? So it's keeping those grounding habits. For me, it's going to CrossFit every single day, and it also learning when to scale back, because I go to CrossFit 6 to 7 times a day. Okay, like not a day, I'm sorry, a week. So that's not also, you know, rest is important. That's also productive. But that one thing that you have just for you, okay, and for a lot of you, it is connected to body image. It's connected to not even the image, but feeling better, more energy, right? You guys can see when I come on here and I'm like, oh my God. Or, I mean, we all have our days, right? Because I'm a Pisces, I sense the energies, but you see how much more energetic, right? And even like, I feel like my speech is connected. When you're foggy, when you haven't been drinking water, when you've been eating crap, or keeping yourself dehydrated, you can't even think straight. The words don't even come to you how they normally would. So things like that, it's maintaining that balance, and your emotions has a lot to do with these things, okay? So that is the essential thing, and you've learned a lot. You've come a long way. So it's just continuing that while we enter a sign that's going to anchor us down and maybe, you know, tempt us to want to like slow down. We need to keep moving into what we know we should. All right, what's next? What's coming up for Pisces? Let's keep this short. Sorry, I went on a little like rampage here. Pisces, what's happening? What's happening for Pisces? What's happening for Pisces? What is happening? What's happening for Pisces? What's happening for Pisces? What is happening for Pisces when Saturn enters your sign tomorrow, our sign Pisces? What's happening for Pisces? Truth. This is like Libra, the scales of balance it reminds me of. Justice. Interesting. Did I mention there was Libra energy? Okay, in the past video that I did that I didn't post, okay, there was, because it just got like too convoluted, because I was just like I didn't have structure in that video, quite interesting, right? Like I'm adding, anyhow, in that video, Libra and connections came out. So Libra is connections, I guess, you know, in love, but also the scales. So there could be a Libra in your environment that's significant. I don't know, or that you're seeing them differently or whatever. That's for some of you, doesn't necessarily have to be. What else is coming in for Pisces when Saturn, so Libras could be more significant. Destiny. Positive movement forward. I'm going to end on that. How beautiful is that? Wow. You're going to reap the rewards of your truth. This is justice, truth, the scales. You're going to get justice and you're going to align with your destiny, and it is going to be, all these cards were upright. It is going to be a positive movement forward for you. It's going to be a new light. It's going to be a new day here. This process, and you know, you may feel some setbacks at time during this 2.5 years, but overall, this is putting you on your life path where you're going to be going here. Some movement forward that you've been wanting and anticipating. So I feel for you guys, it's going to be a favorable time. For other people, you know, that are maybe not used to Pisces energy and want more structure or like too earthly, okay, you know, but Pisces, for you, I'm seeing great things, my friend, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. That's what's going to be going down when Saturn enters your sign tomorrow. See you guys soon. Bye.